Sunday, September 22nd. I stayed up there. Some pictures of it. Here, here's a better picture. Of course it rained this morning. I should have gotten out of bed at 3:45 when I woke up. It wasn't raining for a couple hours. Then it rained all over my stuff. But I'm getting better at packing up my stuff in the wet. That's the guy whose guy lines I tripped over last night. Well, almost tripped over. Oh, I felt so bad. Oh. I was looking for a tent site in the dark. Finally found one. All right, we're gonna rock hop here and get the heck up the trail. Ooh, it's gonna be wet today. Not raining at the moment much. Very pretty though. Water was tasty. It's raining. That section down there, slightly dangerous. Eroded tree falls, car wash, all the good stuff. And it's raining. These guys love to hold some rain and drop it on you as you walk past. But at a certain point, I'm just getting wet. Well, we finally came up through the pass here. Rain status, not much currently. Little bits. We know it's coming. So let's keep walking and make some miles. This is a super sketchy blowdown. It's two big trees. You can't climb over them. It's 12 feet up on the other side. So there's this slippy slidey. Took me 3 minutes to get up here. I hope I don't slide and fall on the way down. Oof. Bigness. So up and over that, and this was just, you're gonna slide and hurt yourself, or just slide and get muddy. So we came up over the top there and down this way that some other people have started using, because that, oh my God, no fun. Fun if we didn't have miles to make. It's kind of cool, but you know, surviving it, not falling, all that good stuff. But dang it, time. Show you the other side of all the danger and woe. This is called Fire Creek. It is not on fire currently. It's on fire with clear looking great flowing water. All the way down in there. Wow. Really pretty. And maybe grab a snack on the other side. A little bit of a cool down video. Cool down break. So let's take a video. It's raining. Not terribly hard. But spitting. I don't know, I got another 300, 400 feet to climb. All right, here we are, officially at the top. That's crazy as cliffs. It's raining pretty good, so you're not going to get a lot. That's the PCT northbound. That's probably a great tent site. And that's what we just climbed up out of. All right, we gotta go. Somebody, this looks to be a very pretty lake. Let's see if I can not slip. The people who are slipping here, don't laugh at me. Other people are slipping, and it's not just me. You laugh at me if you want. I can't hear you. But I feel you. Wow. Look how blue. Woo-hoo-hoo. That is just amazing. It'd be a lot more amazing if it was not raining out. I think this is the PCT here. Going right along the shore of the lake. The only thing that would make this better really would be some sun and some dry shoes and socks. And a bunch of food and soda. I gotta find a place to take a break. God knows where that's gonna be. I'm just sitting in the rain. Oh well, we'll see. Just below the lake, a little bit, the outlet to the lake, look at these big old rocks. That guy broke him. Two when he fell up. There was two big rocks. And across there, a little intimidating. You're like, don't roll, dude. Fresh water. Super fresh. Waterfall. A couple of them. Whew. We're gonna get this further down. Still got more than half a liter. Yeah, pretty much like this most of the day. It is wet, super wet. Everything's wet. Legs are wet, shoes are wet, socks are wet, feet are wet, hands are wet. Upper of my pants is dry, mostly. Here's my rain kilt, and my upper is pretty much dry except for where some rain leaks in every once in a while right there. And once when my shirt tails hung out and they got soaked in minutes. Alright, well, we got a ways to go. 4 miles or so to camp. Watering camp. Eesh. It is Monday, September 23rd. The sun came out for just a little bit. It's not raining, oh my gosh. Thank you so much for letting me pack up here. Not in rain. Even the trees stopped after a while. It's super late. It's got to be 9:30. It was freezing cold this morning. Nobody could move. Doug is about a half an hour ahead of me. Thank God for a privy too. I didn't have to dig a hole. There's a very rustic privy over there. Whew. All right, there probably won't be a lot of video today. It's cold and I gotta go. Well, you don't get pretty waterfalls without rain. At least we got a pretty waterfall. I gotta look and see where I am. I think there's more water below. I'm gonna get down there and then back up that side. The trail's been about half crap this morning and half good. Supposedly the other side is all clear. Like groomed and deadfall or blowdowns cleared. So it's late though, a late start. I gotta get moving. Here we sit in some Washington forest. Whew. Down the valley floor. The 3 section hikers caught me again. They walked past. We're gonna take lunch down where I'm gonna get water. So I'll see them again. They're camping at Miners Creek. And it's only 5.5. I want to go 8, but it's already 1:30. 8, 4 hours, 5:30. It's doable. It's going to be cold tonight up there, so we shall see when we resume the trail that away. Here we are at the Seattle River. Seattle River is how they have it spelled. I don't know which way is correct. Wow. I'm like, where's the river? Oh, it's coming. It's right there. ain't messing around with this bridge. Yeah, silty. Not to be messed with. That'll sweep you right downstream. Alright, back into the forest we go. Not sure where we're stopping yet, but I may camp early. Like something stupid like a 13-mile day, 13 and a half. But I did not get a lot of sleep last night. I mean, I slept good when I finally went to sleep, like 11, a little bit before. And really, it's a bad excuse. The real excuse is, after about 5 miles up here, it's gonna start getting really cold tonight, probably below freezing. So, I don't know. It's the end of the day. Monday, September 23rd. Here at Miners Camp. Some sites up there. I guess people will take. We'll see. They were all moist, more moist than this one. At about 26 miles to Stehekin. So if I can bust out almost exactly 3,000 foot climb out of here in the morning. It's cold here, so that's one reason. It's only 5 o'clock. I could have gone another hour, but tent sites are sketchy at best, and it's going to be colder up on the mountain. And after last night's, oh my goodness, I couldn't feel my fingers. I couldn't move them. I could move them. I couldn't press with them at all. My index finger and my thumb, I couldn't put like a half pound of pressure on things. It was, my dexterity was gone, which is an early sign of hypothermia. So didn't want that tonight. It's gonna rain. One of the things, they're pulling out all the stops. You see the tent's still got a sheen. It's drying though, the rain fly. The floor, there's just not much I could do. It was still wet from last night and this morning. So I have put the drier piece of Tyvek inside. I'm still going to put my rain kilt down below my closed cell foam pad and a couple of plastic bags, and try to keep my sleep system enclosed dry. I'm going to get my tent. It's cold. It's the very rare in-tent nighttime video. So yeah, hat, bandana, small piece of Tyvek that was wet. It's not as wet now. It was really useful earlier. Yeah, I was having some wetness, so there are plastic bags and a plastic bag under me and my rain kilt under me, and my bag is wet. So that's my compactor bag that my sleep system goes in. Sleep system is dry. Clothes were dry. Fantastic. There's just stuff that is in my bag there. I did have my pack cover on all day, so the bag was not able to dry out. Wet stuff over here. Some water. It's a bag I've carried from Campo and just pulled it out for the first time this morning to put on top of everything on the inside of my bag before I closed it, because the brain is a little wet and it was getting stuff wet. I can't see either. There's clothes here, packed up in whatever of my town clothes in the clothes bag. Got my raincoat on, and then my pack cover, which is also dry. And I do pull my trekking poles in almost every night. I could ease those up a little bit on the side of the tent though. Yeah, I just put the tips are mostly clean. Bang them off. I just put them on. That bag gets used for everything. Oh yeah, that's all the insoles to my shoes. which will be a lot drier tomorrow than when I put them on this morning. Everything was so wet today. I literally just pounded it out. So there you have it. That's a look at the tent. This is almost always the setup. I might be on the other side of the tent. Depends on which door I'm using. That's the entryway. Life in a tent. I love my club. I love all my stuff. Most of it. I only got a few things that I'm still trying to work out. And now for an even rarer view. I'm so comfortable right now. Oh. It's not nearly as cold because we're not nearly at the elevation we were at last night. Yeah, you like my new fashion? This is leave the beard tucked. I haven't manicured or like. I probably have food up here. Yeah, this is leave the beard in because it's warmer as a buff. I'm still getting used to it, but I did it. I've done it a few nights now. Anyway, I just wanted to add, I'm really glad the decision I made. It started raining. It's not raining hard. I'm in a big grove of very tall trees, so we'll see how well they block it or how much they drip it. Yeah, not long after I got in my tent, half an hour, I started hearing drops, and it's all wet on the outside already. So if I had climbed, I would have been... It would have been last night all over again, and I might have been setting the tent up. Last night, at least, it wasn't raining heavy. It was really more trees dripping, but it was raining when I set my tent up and couldn't operate anything. Oh my God. Moaning. The marmot was like, "You want any help?" After like 5 minutes of me just like, I can't make this work. Like, no, dude, you're drying your tent. We'll work this out. I'm sure I have food all up in my teeth too. I just ate. Tomorrow's like 17.3 or 19 something. The morning starts out with a 3,000 foot climb, so. But it's all downhill after that, right? Mostly. The 17.5 would mean a 10-mile day into Stehekin, which if I get up early, I can bang out by noon and get a shuttle and get in and get my resupply and probably get a room. Man, super challenging. Today, I believe it's 8.1 miles of exactly what we've been going through, only downhill. Were some parts where I should have fallen. I don't even know if I slipped a little, like on, like foot sliding 6 inches or a foot. No big ones, no 2-footers, no falling on my butt, no tripping on rocks. I kicked a few, but I didn't go far. I think I did like 14.6 today. But I started at like almost 10. So I'm going to call it a win. I should stop giving you the up the nose shot. My arm's tired. It's been going all day. And I've got literally exactly enough food to make this work. I'll have an extra dinner and an extra and my ramen, a new ramen that I picked up at Sky Comics because I finally ate my emergency ramen. Yeah, snacks will be close. I'll be a little hungry on the last day, but I think I got it worked out. Starting out with a Cliff Bar day after tomorrow. Tomorrow, pretty much most of the snacks worked out nicely. Thus far, we'll see. Our cheeks things stuck for another night in torrential rain that morning. I'll get up that morning. If it I don't care
what happens after, as long as, hopefully I get to camp in non-rain tomorrow night, like at least set camp when it's not raining. I mean, either way, whatever. I set it gets a little wet. Next morning, it could be the downpour of the century, and I will get up and pack my stuff. Again, my sleep system and clothes will be good because, short of falling in a river. Now I've done it. PCT 2019 adventure continues, and I'm bringing you along for the ride.
Beautiful little creek here. We do not need water, even though I have no idea where I am. Location services is having a problem getting a GPS location. Once you get to the top up there somewhere. I think I'm only halfway up, but it's as soon as I hit a downhill, I'll know. And it's more up. But only rain, drizzled lightly a couple times. Be nice if I get to the top and there's some sun, because there's not right now. Light clouds though. Let's keep going, make this a great day. Let's cross some rocks. Nice little bridge here. I don't know which creek this is, and I don't feel like looking at gut hooks. It's not working anyway. I mean, I could see what the name is, but really, who cares? Pretty silty. Pretty. Alright, we got the second half of this climb. And here we go. Up that way. It's the sun. I was afraid I wasn't going to get my camera out in time to record that. Look, it's my shadow. Somewhat of a shadow. Whew. It's been getting colder actually as we're coming up in elevation. Just up from the river on the bridge where I took the picture, but and there goes the sun. Whew. Amazing how quick it's just like, yeah, amazing how quick my hands are like, hurry up and start walking, it's getting cold. It's gotta be in the low 40s right now, is my guess. Feels great walking, but once you stop, everything quickly is like, hey, it's chilly. Ooh, no. Ooh. Come here. Almost dropped. I did drop my mitten. As much as I don't agree with how waterproof they are when they're dry, they're a little warm against the wind. All right, well, I messed that video. Whew. I was trying not to drop my phone and drop my mitten. And the wind's blowing a little bit. It started rolling that way. I'm like, no. Yeah, there's a bit more of a climb to go, but the trail's a little rougher than it was down below. Hey, look at that, it's the sun again. Come on, buddy. I think more weather's coming. We know more weather's coming tomorrow. So I'm gonna get up and over the top of this climb, descend another little bit to a stream where I will get water. Ooh, it's a little slanty. I'd camp there though, exposed. After we summit up here, there obviously again will be small uphills, but it's almost all downhill. Ow, my toes are hurting. Ow, ring toes again. To Stehekin. I can't complete a thought, but I am gonna. Just cramping, tendons sore, tired of walking. Oh, we're almost there, guys. Look at that. Finally, I'm walking along and another pretty reveal. I wouldn't have stopped for that if the camera wasn't out. Look at those guys up there hanging over. All right, this motor with our legs. buddy. 3K plus feet up and over. It's back there. It's pretty bushy. Sun came out a little bit as I came across, but it's not going to stay out long at any point today. So there's blue sky. There were a couple of blue skies. I'm worried we're getting back over into this. We're going to get out of our rain shadow that we were in. That's kind of birdie looking, huh? Sun came out again. Little birds everywhere. They're all quite happy about the recent developments. Still water over everything. You can hear the river down there. I think that's actually further down than where I hope to stop for lunch. Here, a little bit early lunch. Upper half of the climb, trail got a little rougher. Not bad compared to what we had gone through the previous couple of days. I mean, it's like walking in Central Park compared to that. No rain, a few weeping trees, a few pieces of mud, no down trees on the top half of the ascent, 15 on the bottom half, but they were all pretty easy to get over. All of them are super. This can't be the source. Could be. We'll see. I gotta find out where this tent site is. So there's, I don't know if that's the... All right, well, I gotta take a look at my maps. I still doubt I'm getting any kind of GPS updates, so I'm just gonna have to read. Ooh, imagine that. Pretty dramatic talus field we're gonna go through here in the valley that we're climbing down into. Yeah, baby. I am not going up to get any of that snow. It's cold enough without it, and I got plenty of water. I think I got 6.5 miles to camp. So, I'm trying to beat feet and get there. The wind is picking up. Temperature's dropping a little bit. Of course, hopefully get warmer as we get lower in the valley. But I hope I can set camp before rain again tonight. That would be just spectacular. Almost as spectacular as all this. Alright, we got some scree fields to go through, so bye-bye camera. That is a pretty stellar collection spot. You don't get much more straight waterfall than that off this cascade here. Wasn't sure if that was a creek or a horse peeing as I came up. No, that's not true. I knew. Alright, I gotta hurry up. It's getting later. It's about 4 o'clock. So I laughed as I walked under this big boulder. I'm like, oh, that looks like a shelter. Oh, clearly somebody set up a tent here. What a great sight.
Oh, wow.
Except for the bear that wants to stay there at night.
Well, I mean, he can go down there and you can
Yeah. And then I was like, I'm not going to take a picture of that. And then I turned and I looked and I went, wow. I don't think I've seen these displayed like this before. That's crazy cool. Look at that, it's almost the sunset. Actually, some blue sky at sunset. Ooh, Loud River. We'll collect some water here. Go back up to camp, which is up there. Well, it is Wednesday, September 25th. Walking out of Cedar campground. It's not really a campground, just a bunch of tent sites. Did have a pit toilet somewhere way up a hill. Did not need to use it, so I didn't have to walk up the hill. And more than a dozen people camped there. A bunch of people came in last night. Everyone's scrambling, trying to get off the mountain. It was 36 degrees down here this morning. Oh my goodness, it's chilly. It was freezing up on top for anybody who stayed up there. Got about 9 miles to go to the ranger station where the shuttle picks up to take us into Stehekin. And then we'll see what happens from there. This is the Agnes High Bridge. Something pretty. Trip and fall on a bridge. Drop your phone in. Major flowage. Alright, we're walking up to the ranger station here. Trailhead. This is the ranger station. Lake Chelan National Recreation Area. Sweetness. I'd like to recreate. This is the ranger station. The bus picks up here somewhere. Hey, look, it's tables and benches. Well, we made it to the High Bridge ranger station. There is no ranger at the ranger station. There is an outhouse, small one. There's people. And one of the most important things to find is the trash cans. That's right. Trash has been emptied. Oh, and the sun is out. Oh. Yeah, baby. Got about an hour for the bus. No hitching because there's no people. Rest assured I am gripping the camera tight. Tightly. Pretty darn cool. Gonna be a few minutes. Here we are in Stehekin at the top of Lake Chelan. Stopped in here at the visitor center. Got my camping permit for tomorrow night in the national park. I forget the name of the campsite, but it's 14 miles up, so I'm committed to getting up early and hiking 14 miles up a good slope. 10-minute stop. I got some fresh food and a bunch of it. A bunch of it for only like 25 bucks. And on the bus I ate the incredibly yummy seafood chowder. Oh, so good with fresh roll and butter. Chowed it all. Oh, that is the Our Lady of the Lake. Our noisy Lady of the Lake. I'm gonna put my bag down here. Really, really pretty water in the lake. Oh my God. I'd like to go in, so I went down to the place that handles the ranch lodgings. They're completely full for the night. I heard it was right across from a gazebo up here.
And there's an American flag out in front.
Awesome. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, there was no availability at the ranch, so I'm just going back to trail tonight. Thank you. Really sweet lady helped me earlier, because at this point in my life, especially on trail, I don't have time to wander around aimlessly to find things, so I just ask everybody. Well, if you needed some water, yeah, baby. Checking out the hydrants to make sure they're working. Sweetness. Don't stand downwind of that. It's Thursday, September 26th. Back up here at High Bridge Ranger Station and High Bridge. And the PCT is right over there behind the sign. I stayed on the other side of that log near the ranger station, probably the worst spot in the whole place. I had to dig a trench because I was getting pooling. It rained hard all night. And near my entryway door, I had a significant pool. Pretty much everything was wet. Seeped through the tent floor, through my cotton-like Tyvek that's the last piece, trying to get the last little bit of sun. We do have sun today, and it looks like it might hold for a while. I've got 13.3 miles to go up to Hideaway Camp, where I'm going to stay. That's 4,600 feet and 13 miles. So it's going to be a tough climb. I'm starting a little bit after 10 o'clock. This is not ideal, but it was a rough night. I ate way too much food in town and visited the outhouse over there on the other side of that smaller building 3 times last night. It was a good time. Well, 2 times last night and once this morning, and 4th try. Woo! It's beautiful up here, but I got to get going. I'll make it to camp, no problem. Well, we'll see. Trail's reportedly pretty good. Yeah, I wish I had taken more pictures in Stehekin and videos and stuff. It was just a mad dash rush to do everything. Checked on rooms in both places, the guest ranch and the lodge, nothing. You could camp behind the, Mountain Dew. You could camp behind the visitor center, but I'm like, well, if I'm going to camp, I'm going to come back here and be closer to trail and get out in the morning, and then wetness and too much food syndrome happened, and here we are. But if I had to get up to early, I would have, but I didn't. And again, airing out my stuff now versus on trail seems like a much better idea. Although the sun's not very strong, so it's taken a little while. The Stehekin Bakery, beautiful little building. What a great place. I had planned to go back today on the way back when I thought I was going to stay there at the guest ranch or something. Anyway, I bought so much food there. I bought a sticky bun, cinnamon roll, chocolate peanut butter crunch muffin that I ate yesterday, a brownie that I ate yesterday with big thick frosting on it, a pastrami sandwich. So the pastrami sandwich and the sticky bun and the cinnamon roll, those 3 things came with me. I ate the cinnamon roll this morning. I still have a sticky bun. Pastrami sandwich was going to be dinner last night, but I don't even know if I did a video. I was so annoyed last night. And I totally forgot to continue with what I was
doing in Stehekin, resupply box, pack all of that, buy extra resupply stuff and add that. Aired out some of my stuff, including my socks and my shoes. Just lots of chores. So I got the 5:30 shuttle and I still hadn't called my mom. I was just going to text my brother from the inReach and be like, dude, I'm so sorry. It was in and out and life is rough. Love to all, type of thing. But I got on the shuttle at 5:30, got a mile up the road and realized I had forgotten my phone outside the general store. Oh. So I had Jerry stop, walked back, got my phone. I also forgot to mention the first 2 hours I was there, I forgot to plug in my electronics. So my batteries are maybe 75%, all three of them. And hopefully that'll make it and I'll have some charging. I'm almost confident enough to leave my pack cover off right now. I think I will, and maybe actually try to charge on the way up. So there was lots of food. I ended up having dinner there in Stehekin at the restaurant, bacon wrapped meatloaf with mashed potatoes and some squash and a salad and 2 big dinner rolls, like loaves of bread. Yeah, it was good. And I called Mom. So serendipity? I don't know. If I make it to camp today and all is well, I'm gonna call everything serendipitous. Serendipitous. You hear serendipity a lot, but do you hear people say serendipitous? That's quite serendipitous. That's a whole topic. I gotta do a video when I go through things and all of the little serendipity on the trail this year, or serendipitous situations. Bumping into people in the middle of nowhere, seconds away from completely missing each other. Hi, big deep sighs, 4 or 5 days from here, and we should be crossing the border and meeting Mr. Bailey. Ooh. Mr. Bailey, Treehouse Studio. His lovely wife, and maybe a kid or two, will enter our YouTube realm. PCT 2019. All my friends and family, and anyone who watches and gets any enjoyment at all out of these videos, love you too.